Hey, what's up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new FIFA 18 Ultimate Team Player review. Today we're going to be looking at an icon, and it is the lowest rated version of Alessandro Del Piero, the 87 rated centre forward. So, this guy looks a little bit different to the Prime that we've already reviewed, and I wanted to see what those differences were. He's got 88 pace and shooting, as well as 84 passing and 89 dribbling. He's 5'9", high medium work rates, right-footed with the 4-star skills and 5-star weak foot. So of course this is the fastest version of Del Piero. Now, I've got a couple of different squad options for you today. The first one here, he plays as a centre forward in a false 9. We've got some La Liga, some Premier League, and some Serie A players in the team as well. But this is the main sort of squad that I was using around him. He plays as an out-and-out lone striker in a 4-3-2-1, and we've got the likes of Prime Rio. We've also got Prime Ronaldinho and the 90 rated Ruud Gullit in the team as well. So it's a really, really nice team. So moving on into the in-game stats, this is the 87 rated version. So I wasn't expecting to see some of the stats in like the shooting and dribbling department to be as good as the Prime. And of course they're not quite as good, but they're really not that far off. And what you do get with this version is a lot more pace. So it's an interesting one. Today I've gone with the Sniper Chem star because obviously I don't feel the need to add any extra speed to this player. Why not just try and get his dribbling and shooting stats really high up there to rival the technical ability of that Prime version. So that's exactly what we've done today. So moving on in, I'm going to show you all of the goals that I was able to score with the Italian. And we can talk positives and negatives about this player. So we'll start as always with the negatives first. Strength is low, very low on Del Piero. He just doesn't feel like anyone he's not going to outmuscle anyone, that's for sure. But we all know that about him anyway. You know, he's not got the stature to be a strong player. And what I did notice is that shot power was relatively low. It's just sort of average for Del Piero. So there were a few times where I hit the odd finesse or I hit that power shot, and the keeper just had enough time to get over and parry it away or parry it onto the woodwork or something, which to me sort of almost said, yeah, that shot wasn't quite as powerful as it should have been. And then he's got a pretty low balance stat, or again a bit of an average balance stat, and you do notice that from time to time. But we can now move on to the positives, because there's a very long list of them. I get on really well with players like Del Piero, mostly because of that 5-star weak foot ability. I've got to say, it's one of my favourite things in FIFA. But what you do get with this version is a lot of pace. He is a very, very quick player. And I think it's noticeably different as well from the other version that I've used. He also, of course, has great ball control and, amazing dribbling on the ball. Again, it might be slightly worse than what the 92 version has got, because let's face it, he's a more technical player. But Del Piero still has the 4-star skill moves at his disposal, and of course you're not necessarily going to notice it a huge amount. What I would suggest is that if you're looking for an out-and-out striker version of Del Piero, this may be the one that you go for. If you're definitely looking to play him a little bit further back, let's say in the cam role, where pace is less necessary, then the Prime might be for you, just because, as I said, he's got better stats in the dribbling and shooting department, so that could be a great idea for you. He does have amazing vision and passing stats. You know, he was picking out passes left, right and centre, and managed to get some assists with him as well today. And he just generally feeds the ball nicely on both feet, and that is, of course, one of the best parts about him, that 5-star weak foot. You're seeing goals go in left, right and centre here, and it's going to be with the left, with the right. You wouldn't know if you didn't already know that he was a right-footed player. You'd come into this thinking, I actually don't know which one is his strong foot, because, I think I almost prefer shooting on the left foot. I always prefer left-footed players on this game for some reason. The way I must, take the shot and the angles that I must take on the analog stick. I'm better suited for a left-footed player, I'm not going to lie. And with Del Piero, if I can, I do get it onto his left foot. Because I find that the low drivens across the goalkeeper seem to work ridiculously well, but of course they do on the right hand side as well. Look at him here, managing to keep composed and then rifle it into the top of the net. That was a really lovely shot from the Italian. And shooting is the final pro that I've got about this player. Just in front of goal, you have one of the more composed players on the game, who is going to be able to accurately dispatch goal after goal after goal, whether that be with the finesse shot. Of course, that's a good option with this player considering his lower shot power. He's got very good curve, and the finesse shot seems to really whip around and then cut inside that post, and the goalkeeper's got absolutely no chance. Or, of course, if you're composed in a one-on-one situation like that right there, a low-driven shot is always a good option too. You may not be able to hit, you know, headers or anything like that, but you're not going to be able to do that with any version of Del Piero. What this particular version has is a lot more stamina. 88 stamina by default could be the difference as well between you getting this version and any others that are on the game right now. So let me know, guys, is 87 rated Del Piero right for you? Would you prefer the 90, or are you a 92 rated prime kind of person? Anyway, let me know down below, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.